Question 1 is a word problem of inequality. So for word problem, it's always this equation, which is on the anchor chart. X, the absolute value of x, subtract the middle point, less than and equal to the variance. It's always minus and less than and equal to. So for those word problem, please write down the midpoint, max, and the minimum. The midpoint is always the average. So it's the number that's standing alone is 21. The max is 22, is the biggest number, min is 20. And the variance, according to the equation, is max subtract the middle point. So the variance or the difference will be 22 minus 21 equal to 1. And now let's plug this number back into the equation. 21 is the middle point, 1 is the variance, h is actually the x in the equation. So h minus 21 less than or equal to 1 is the answer. Please write down this on your cheat sheet and also the variance on the cheat sheet. Question 2 is solving absolute value equation. Please write this down on your cheat sheet. The absolute value equation always have two solutions. If there's absolute value, always two solutions. So for this one, we don't have a backyard, we don't have a front yard. We can just split into two cases. Case 1 is x minus 5 equal to 25. Case 2, x minus 5 equal to negative 25. What we will do is to remove the back of x because we want to leave x alone. How to remove the back? We do the inverse operation, which is plus 5 on both sides. So I got, and solution 1 is 30. And now plus 5 on both sides for case 2. And we got x equal to negative 20. 3. Which equation is represented by the graph? If you are given a graph, find vertex first. Please write this down on your cheat sheet. If you are given a graph, you need to write the vertex first. And now we know the vertex is this point. It's -4, -5. Let's see. This is the vertex. And from the anchor chart, we know our vertex is h, comma, k. So I know my h is -4. My k is -5. And now let's look at a. The graph looks like a V. That means this graph is, that means the A of this graph is positive. If the A is negative, the graph will look like a mountain. So now let's put +1 for the A. And then let's look at the slope of A. We have rise, we pick 2 points, rise, run. The rise over run is 1 over 1, which is 1. So A is just 1. If A equal to 1, we don't need to write it in front of the house. It's just 1. We can ignore the 1. So Now let's look at the h. H outside of the house is -4, but if I want to move h inside of the house, h will lie to the x inside the house. So it has to be opposite if I need to move it back. So h inside the house will be +4. And now let's look at k. K is -5. That means it's down 5, and k is telling the truth, so the correct answer is D. Question 4. It's asking the domain and range of this parent function. Okay, I need to make some changes on the parent function because for the parent function, it should start at 0. So this will be the starting point, and the A is +1. Okay, so range of the parent function is the from bottom to top, and we know the smallest range is actually 0. 0 to infinity. Now let's look at the domain. The domain of all absolute value functions are all real numbers. Okay, please write this on your cheat sheet. The domain for all absolute value functions will be all real numbers. And now the range. How do we find the range? This is the smallest y value on the graph. And because we know this is going up infinitely, so it's 0 to infinity. And this parent function is this graph. If you want to, you can draw this parent function on the cheat sheet. Question 5. What are all the possible solutions for the equation? On your exam, on your review, I think it's written as 20 equal to 3x minus 4, so, minus 4. It's the same. We just change the position, but they're the same. So if we want the equation look like what we used to have, we can move the 20 equal to 20 to the right. So now, let's solve this equation. We want to remove the backyard first. Always, according to the poster, remove the backyard first. It's -4, so we add 4. Do the inverse on both sides. We add 4 on both sides to remove the backyard. And now let's look at the second step. We want to remove the front yard by dividing 3 on both sides. Once you divide it, you don't change anything of the house. You just move the house down to here. Don't change anything inside it. And 24 divided by 3 is 8. That's correct. Now we have a house and a number. We can split into two cases now. So if you need to split into two cases, just bring down what's inside the house to both cases. Don't change anything inside the house. So x minus 4 equal to 8, and the other side x minus 4 equal to -8. So if you split into two cases, don't change anything on the left, only change the right side. One will be positive, one will be negative. And now we want to leave x alone. we do this by add 4 on both sides. So I got x equal to 12 and x equal to -4. Question 6. Which of the following inequality represents all solution for 4x plus 4 greater than 24? So now let's solve this one. We don't have a backyard. We don't have a backyard. We just need to remove the front yard. So we can remove the front yard by dividing 4 on both sides. Then we have a house and a number. We can split into two cases. X plus 4 greater than 6. And on this side is what changes. X less than 4. X plus 4 less than x negative 6. So if right side change sign, inequality sign also changes. Write this on your cheat sheet. Now we have x plus 4 greater than 6 and 2 minus 4 to leave x alone on both sides. So x greater than 2. If you have greater than here, just bring it down. Don't change anything. And now on the second case, we have x plus 4 less than -6. Subtract 4 on both sides to get rid of the 4. We have x less than -10. If we have already have negative, we already have less than here, just bring it down. Don't change it. So for this inequality question, you only need to flip the inequality sign once. Question 7. There is a typo on answer choice D. Answer choice D was wider here, but there was a typo. Let's change answer choice D to narrower. For this question, I always want you to write AHK. Write it down. Your A is -2. Your H is -3. H is always opposite because H lies to her ex inside the house. And then K tells the truth, it's just +4. So A, there are 2 steps for A. Step 1, we see it's negative, so it's a flip or a reflection over x-axis. If we say A is negative, it's look like a mountain. It's like this. And then the second step for A is 2 because it's -2. It's a vertical stretch by 2. If it's vertically stretched, that means it's narrower because the slope is getting bigger. The rise over run is bigger. Now, the third step is look at the H. H is -3, and we have a graph here, and we found H. -3 is on the left of the graph, so we say H is left 3. K is 4. K is telling the truth. 4 is +4, so it's just up 4. Now let's look at these answer choices. B is wrong because it's saying its y-axis is wrong. A is wrong because we know it's left 3, it's right 3, so it's wrong. C, let's look at C. It's left, but it's down and wider. That's wrong. So the only correct answer is D. Now question 8. Consider the graph of the absolute value parent function f(x) equal to x. Which of the following is true? Select the two correct answers. Let's look at A. The graph is graph of the parent function is symmetrical to the y-axis. When I say symmetrical, it's asking for the AOS. AOS is axis of symmetry. It's where it's the line cut the graph in halves. And we know on this graph, this line cuts the graph in halves, and this line is called the y-axis. Now, answer choice B. The maximum value of the parent function is 0. I can tell you this parent function doesn't have a maximum because the biggest range is infinity, so it doesn't have a maximum. It goes on and on. It only has a minimum of 0. So I don't have maximum value. I only have minimum. Okay, now C is saying the graph is symmetrical to the y-axis. This is the y-axis. So it's not symmetrical because the y-axis doesn't cut the graph in halves. Now let's look at the range. The range of this parent function is all real number. No, the range is left to right. It's my bad. The range is bottom to top. This bottom is 0, so the smallest range is 0, and it goes on and on infinitely. So it's 0 to infinity. That's the range. Which attribute is all real number for all absolute value function? That is the domain. Domain is all real number for all absolute value function. So now we found it. Domain is all real number because it can go to the left infinitely and it can go to the right infinitely. They have the arrows. So A and E are correct. Question 9. What is the complete solution set of 2x plus 4 minus 1 equal to 7? We have a backyard and we have a front yard. The first step is to remove the backyard by the inverse operation. So if we see minus 1, it's actually plus 1 on both sides. To remove it, plus 1 on both sides. So I got 2x plus 4. Absolute value of x plus 4 equal to 8. 7 plus 1 is 8. Now, the second step, I want to remove the front yard, which is the 2. I want to get rid of the 2. So I divide by 2 on both sides, and I can get rid of the 2. And 8 divided by 2 is 4. I just bring what's inside the house down. Don't change anything on the left. Bring it down here and make it equal to 4. And now I have a house and a number. I can write it into two cases. Case 1, case 2. Case 1, I just remove the house, x plus 4 equal to 4. And subtract 4 on both sides to get rid of the 4 to leave x alone. I have x equal to 0. That's the first answer. There are always two answers for absolute value. And the second one, I also bring down what's inside the house here. Don't change anything. But on the right, change the positive 4 to negative 4. And I want to get rid of what's after the x. I still do the subtract 4 on both sides to get rid of the 4. I have x equal to negative 8. So This is a set notation. I'm writing two answers into one set notation. Okay, question 10. Which of the following is the graph of functions 3 absolute value of x plus 2 plus 1? Always write down your AHK. Your A is 3, is here. H is the opposite of what's inside the house, it's -2. K is +1. It doesn't change. K doesn't change, it tells the truth. The only one's opposite is the H. Now let's look at HK to find the vertex. H is -2, K is 1. Now, which one have that vertex? Oh, this is the only one have that vertex. So that's your answer. And now let's verify the answer by looking at the A. A is the slope. Any 2 points? Rise, 3, run, 1, 3. Yes, A is correct. And we already found the HK. Okay. C is the only correct answer. That's it. Good luck on the test.